Welcome back to Goonie's World. My name is Goonie, also known as Colin, and I am here with Ryan. Meanie, also known as Ryan.
Yeah, either way, we can go in either order, but yes, hello.
I don't think I've ever fucked that up before. Ever.
There's a very specific order we like to do these things.
Yes, it sounds weird if you do it the other way, like saying, like if you say peanut butter, if you say jelly and peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yeah.
That's just wrong. You can't say that.
Yeah.
But we've also got the person who was just speaking, Johnny Farrell, also known as Sean.
Hey, hey, hey.
And the good Dr. H, also known as Zach.
I'm very proud of you all that nobody said the very, very obvious meanie goes both ways.
Yeah, I actually thought it.
It
I
does
thought
go
it.
both ways.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are entering the Isle of the White Rose, episode number 4. And you guys have just exited out of a lava tube that had come from this temple of the clown god, where you had rescued the 2 remaining people, and now you close that door that you came in, blocking the clowns that were kind of chasing after you. You're in this cave again. There's another door that you haven't gone through. And, however, you guys feel like, you have rescued the people that you were sent here to rescue. And this could be, mission accomplished. However, you guys, I think, being explorers, you really want to find out what else is. You don't think you've got to the meat of the mystery of this island yet.
No.
And so, however, the people you rescued, they don't want to accompany you on this last leg of this exploration. They'd rather go, and you feel like they'd be relatively safe back at Clown Town, and it's only just south, from this cave. And they can stay with Humphrey, and they can probably even get on your boat if they want to. So we'll just say that you guys lead them back to the town, and we're not going to we'll play that whole thing out because you got to cross over the gorge and everything again, but you've already done that,
Been there, done that.
We can assume a number of them probably have found themselves some clown native mates as well in town, just to stay there with Stump,
Oh yeah, if that's what they're into. But one guy, Dr. John Sausage, he refuses to stay there, though. He wants to go with you guys. I'm not prepared to just stay here. I want to go with you guys and find out what's really happening on this island. So I'm not as brave as you, but you lead the way, and I'll be right behind you.
Well, Sausage, if the worst comes to worst, how can you defend yourself? How can you defend us?
I happen to have found a gun. And he shows you, he's got a little revolver. So, I know how to shoot it, and so that's what I'll do. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, but then don't stand right behind us.
Well, yes. I will position myself accordingly. And, yes, I think the time is now. We shall go through that last doorway. I feel like that must lead to something important. So you guys basically get back to that last doorway in the cave, and you are pretty sure that key that you had that opened up the other door will work for this one, and you can use it, and it does, and the door grinds open, and you find yourself looking into another lava tube, and it goes, slopes back up to the mountain, and we'll assume that you start walking up it again, and it takes, again, probably another hour or two, and when you get to the top, you kind of enter actually out of the side of the mountain. You're kind of on the slope of it now, but you're on the opposite side of the mountain you were before, and it's still night out, but there is a moon, and you can see there's another temple here. It looks pretty much like the last temple, and you kind of are looking at it. It's off a little bit to your left. In front of you is the crater again of the mountain, Mount Buffoon, and as you start approaching towards the temple, you kind of have to go around the rim of this crater, and you can see now as you get closer, once again there is 3 of these knights standing there waiting for you, and they say, "You were warned to stay away from the island. You did not heed that warning, and now you know too much. Now you know the secret of ours, which is that we are the Knights of Goofery, and that all the clowns, all the great clowns of history have stolen all their material from the inhabitants of this island. It is the clownspiracy, and we will protect it with our lives. You will not be permitted to live. You must die now." And they attack you. They've got swords and shields, just like the last ones. And so you all will have to make rolls. They attack you, each one of you. So roll to see if you can evade that. And by the way, you are up against the rim of this crater.
Yeah, actually, now I gave myself the liberty of 2 dice because I'm fit, and this is all part of my background. I'm a soldier of fortune, but I did get a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
You evade it. One of them had come and swiped at you.
Yeah, and I'd like to suggest, I don't know if there's too much. Did I freaking knock him off the cliff? But I evade him and shoulder him out of the way in doing so, or drop and kick his feet. If not, then I'll accept some other cool boon. Like I did it slow motion and backwards.
Yeah, I think his swinging of the sword has left him off balance.
Yeah.
And he falls into the crater, which is still smoking, disappears, but you actually see when he swung at you, just as an extra bonus, you actually see a rolled up piece of paper that he had tucked into his little belt has fallen off
Good.
when he swings. So now it's on the ground. But how did the rest of you do?
Well, I have surprisingly quick reflexes according to my body. So can I? So I rolled a 5, but if I can roll another one, I would like to, just because of my reflexes. I don't know if that counts.
Oh yeah, that counts.
In that case, I rolled a 3.
Okay. Well, you are hit with a sword, and not you don't get a condition yet, but you will if you keep getting hit. And then Zach, did you?
December, I just bandaged you up before. Why are you so bad at fighting clowns? I don't understand. But I rolled 2 dice. Actually, and then after I rolled 2 dice, I thought, well, I'm probably riding chonkers.
Yeah.
Not chonkers, honkers.
Honkers.
And so I probably would not bring my very weak, frail body into play. Maybe it did. Doesn't matter because I rolled 2 2s. Anyway.
Okay. Well, you are able to evade their attack, his attack, the one that attacked you, and but you have stumbled and you are off balance now. So we'll have to remember that for your next turn. But now you can all attack back. I mean, there's 2 of them now.
Okay. I'm going to step gallantly back and allow my friends to demonstrate their combat prowess.
Well, I'm gonna take a shot at him, I guess. I'm trying to just figure out if I can justify 2 dice, but I don't think I really can. So I'm just
if you
roll 1.
your gun also counts as a bonus. Yeah.
Well, they were both dice came up at 2, so they're 2.
Okay. You shoot them. These are armored, but you shoot them, but not enough to knock them back into the on the crater, or to kill them with the gun. And were you wanting to do something, Zach?
Yep. So Dr. Bullfeather would. I like to think that the knight on him swung at him, and a glancing blow maybe off the side of Honkers, and it caused Dr. Bullfeather to kind of almost side saddle kind of for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But then using the butt of his rifle to push himself back up straight onto the makeshift saddle, and then put the actual muzzle of that gun right into that knight's mouth and pull the trigger, and I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have a mouth anymore. He doesn't have anything on top of his shoulders anymore. It's just confetti, brains raining down like confetti.
It's like confetti and whipped cream and
shards of metal as well.
And just everything. Yeah.
My.
Yeah. So the
Well,
last
If
where you wanted.
If you don't mind me stepping in, I
Yeah,
step
go
back
ahead.
and let those guys go first, But the guy that Dylan shot, I'm going to kick him off the side of the cliff.
All right, go for it.
Oh, 1, 2. 4, so good, but not great good, but good.
Okay. Yes. And I picture you doing a push type kick.
Yeah.
Sparta kick.
I'm not a spinning back kick guy. No, it's total Sparta kick. Yeah, total.
Yeah. He plunges into the volcano.
From a Dutch angle, though, we get to see all this. And
I don't know nothing about Dutch angles, only Dutch ovens. But, so now you're looking, now you can go up to this temple. And again, it's this big megalithic temple. And This one has a door that is closed, another triangular door, but you can see right on the top there's a indentation of a flower, because you do have the clown jewel now. You think that is it's in the shape of a rose, a flower. You can assume that you just place it in there.
Yeah.
So whoever has it can do that.
Well, I hope I'm not carrying it.
Well, it doesn't really matter. We'll say somebody puts it in there, and you don't even need to turn it. It just kind of registers that it is in the right place, and the door slides open. Oh, did you want to read or look at that rolled up piece of paper?
Yeah, I do. I forgot about that.
Okay. Well, it appears to be that missing final entry of Joseph Grimaldi from his travelogue, which is called Travels to the Isle of the White Rose. And it's in English, of course. You can read it, and I will do so now. I'll try to be quick. It's a little long. It says, 21 September 1836. For my final entry, I share my conclusions regarding this beautiful and mysterious isle from which I borrowed so liberally and to which I owe much of my vocational renown, as do many entertainers before me. After sending rubbings of the inscriptions found in the temple of the clown god to the French scholar Eugene Barneuf, he informed me of the script's similarity to Mesopotamian cuneiform, and having recently helped decipher Old Persian, he made an attempt at identifying some words present therein. Elements of a narrative seemed to take form. The following is a summary of my own interpretation of what that story may very well be saying, the story of the Isle of the White Rose. In a faraway land, a trickster among the race of Nephilim, known as Bobo, escaped the deluge that God had sent to destroy all living things by plucking a magical white flower and fleeing with it to a distant island mountaintop, which the floodwaters could not swallow. There he propagated the flower whose magic shielded Bobo from God's wrathful eye. Bobo will remain hidden on his island until the day the flower is uprooted. After the waters had receded, and man once again filled the earth, Bobo lusted after those daughters of men who seldom happened upon the isle, and they bore children to him. The inscriptions say no more, but I've indulged in further speculation. It is my theory that the earliest generations of Bobo's offspring were still strongly endowed with the blood of their angelic ancestors, and while perhaps playful, were also wise and built the more sophisticated structures found here. Over time, however, as those offspring mated with each other, successive generations' angelic blood became more and more diluted. That great wisdom was eventually reduced to nearly nothing, while the playfulness became exaggerated, twisting into extreme buffoonery. It is not unlike some royal bloodlines whose prolonged inbreeding often produces half-witted monstrosities. As reflected earlier, I am ever grateful to these dull descendants for their endless comedic inspiration, without which I would be as funny as an ordinary flower that does not squirt. In the morning I returned to London, knowing in my heart that my excessive drinking after Mary's death has led to my ill health, and that I will never again be vigorous and prosperous enough to visit the Isle. I regret that I never had the honor of meeting this Bobo chap. I rather envy the funny fellow, as I cannot hide from God. May he have mercy on my soul. Here we are again, Joey. That's the end of it.
Wow.
That's wild, I gotta say.
Yeah. And although this makes sense now. In a weird way. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but this goes deep, all the way back to the Nephilim.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah.
Well, you've got this open doorway now into the temple.
Well,
You know, it said something about, you know, the flower and uprooting it would make Bobo visible to God, apparently. So he couldn't hide.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Bobo's home. All right. You go first, John Sausage. I'll be right behind you.
Yes, very well. I shall enter.
And I'll be behind him, but like protect, like I'm still in complete control of the situation. I can grab him out and knock him out of the way and whip him behind me if I need to, if he's in danger. But I don't want him freaking out and shooting me.
Oh, well, yeah, he walks in, and looks around and says, oh, well, it's just, we're in some sort of, vestibule, I think. There's nothing in this room. It's just a rectangular stone room here. There's, if you come in, you can see there's no need for any light source here. Apparently, there's these narrow channels that line the perimeter of the room that are filled with lava. How ingenious.
You're very observant.
Yes,
Excellent reporter.
I don't see any danger in here.
No. Well, I was going to follow you. I just,
Okay. Yeah, you can all enter, and you all see the same thing. There's only one exit. Just straight ahead, there's an open doorway.
All right. Well, I say march on.
Okay. You walk in through the open doorway, and you enter into a hallway. And you can see on your left side is a doorway. Well, a door. And then at the end of the hallway, you see an open doorway. And that's it.
What do you think, fellas? Stop at the door? I know we're getting into detective territory now. I'm going to defer to Triple D. I finally called you.
Yeah, finally somebody did. All right. Well, so do my detective instincts pick up, anything suspicious, or I'm just, scanning the ground for, footprints or anything out of disturbed dust motes, things like that?
No. I mean, it doesn't look like... no, you can't really see any disturbances or anything. The ground is... there's no dust on the ground, but there's no signs of anyone having been in here. Yeah. You just see, it's like the lava does provide enough light. It's still kind of dim. And to your surprise, it's actually not very hot. Maybe they've got some air conditioning in here or something. But all you see is that the door on the left and the open doorway forward.
The door on the left is closed?
Yes.
Why don't you give it a good hard shove?
The door, you mean, I assume. Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
See what happens.
Is it locked?
It's not locked. The door grinds open pretty easily. And you can see into another room, a square stone room. And there doesn't appear to be any doors in that room. What you see is you do see the same kind of lava channels that go all around. They're like these little gutters, that are kind of right where the edges of the floor meet the walls. But you can see there apparently is 4 pygmy clowns in this room. and they're all tickling each other. And one of them is, you think, a pygmy alpha clown. He's larger than the others, and he's also mounted on a dunce bird. But when the door opens, they see you, and they just look at you and don't attack you, and then they go back to tickling.
It's time for a joust.
I don't know. I'm not sure this is the kind of party a sophisticated gentleman like myself would be a part of or interrupt. Perhaps we should just shut this door.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I kind of feel like I've seen something I wasn't supposed to see, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I never have been one to interrupt a tickle fight.
Was there anything else of interest in the room that looks like it'd be worth...
No.
I'll just shut the door then.
It's just like totally barren room, sort of like the inside of like the pyramids in Egypt. They're just like brutalist, you know. There's nothing in them, no writing or anything.
Right.
So, yeah, you just close the door and let them get back to tickling.
Yeah. Some things man was not meant to know.
And when you go, you can get up to this doorway and see through to the other side. There's another room in there that is another rectangular room with the same lava channels. However, the back exit is closed with a big stone door. And off to your right of the doorway, I haven't pictured you going in yet, but you can see off to the doorway to the right is a small stone cannon that looks like it's mounted on the floor, and it's sort of angled up towards, not at the ceiling, but near the ceiling, just at an angle. And this might be kind of hard to explain, but you also see coming out of the wall, the directly ahead, the back wall, is a stone slab that's sticking out horizontally. It doesn't go all the way across the room, but it's just sticking out. And then above that slab is another stone that's sticking out horizontally, but this is like skinnier, and this looks kind of like a lever. And then above the lever is a net that is hanging suspended from the ceiling, and in front of the net is a hoop.
I've seen many cannons in my time in war. We must be careful as to not end up being struck by whatever object or individual might come screaming out of it.
Is there anything in the net?
No.
It's nothing but net.
Not yet.
Nothing but net, and it's just positioned above that lever. You can assume that's a lever that is just sticking straight out, which is positioned above that bigger stone slab, also sticking straight out. And the exit is another stone door that is closed.
I'm not entirely sure what to make of this, fellas.
It's a bit of a puzzle.
Well, I mean, my gut says somebody go pull the lever, but
the lever, just so you can visualize it, you know, that's all that's the stone stuff is kind of right underneath the ceiling. It's pretty high up, and you can only see it from your angle in this doorway. And I'll remind you, there's a hoop as well positioned in front of that net that's hanging from the ceiling.
There was one time in the Great War, that we needed to get a man across enemy lines, and the only option that we had was to put the poor chap in a cannon and shoot him over. Now, I would not suggest or even insinuate that we should make Mr. Sausage do this right now. However, I would just like to point out there is a very cozy net there for him to land on the other side of the room.
Well, I let me interject here to say that, is there a cannon in here and I missed it?
Yeah, a small stone cannon to
Okay,
the
good.
right
Because I
of
was
the
like,
doorway.
I was having a sneezing fit while muted a minute ago. Well, I will volunteer. I won't make John Sausage do that. I will volunteer
So,
to shoot myself.
In my mind, stone cannon size large enough to shoot person in the very circus carnival theme. Is that how big this is? Or is it smaller than that? Or is it...
Well, you look at the stone cannon, and it's small. It's not like a little tiny one, but you don't think you guys would be small enough to fit in.
Get one of those little
the cannon.
tickly
Clowns, that's
pygmy.
Perhaps
right.
a tickling
Yeah.
tickling pygmy might fit in there, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
All right.
they would be small enough, too.
All right. I'm going to stalk back down the hallway, go open the door. Go, come here, you, and I'll go in and just pick one of them up, and I won't be
Let's
like,
make sure that you tickle him, or he will be suspicious of your intentions.
I'll tickle him along the way. Yeah, I won't be mean. I won't be mean to him, but I'll be firm. He's going, and I pick him up, and I'll go. All right, give me a squirmy little bastard, carry him around, and I bring him back into the room and hand him to the doctor.
Well, now it's been quite some time since I shot one of these, but put him in there, quick.
All right, you shove them in the cannon.
Can't tell you how many international treaties we're breaking right now.
And,
This is World War One, the Great War. It was before a lot of those rules of engagement existed in this way. Shooting.
That's true. But back when it was,
cannons.
more appropriate to shoot pygmies
Yeah.
out of cannons. Yeah.
Non-consensually at that.
Yeah, I mean, those were the times.
before the woke
You
times.
tickle him first. Tickle like the laughter
that's
a sign
grand
of consent. I think at these in these areas.
From our perspective today, it's easy to condemn people for shooting pygmies out of cannons so casually back then, but, it's all about context.
Yeah, well, now all you have to do is light the cannon, and, we can say that you have torches and whatever.
Okay. Fire in the hole!
Pop! And yeah, the pygmy shoots out and lands in the net. He goes through the hoop and lands in the net. The net, the weight of the pygmy makes the net lower onto the lever, which makes it go into the down position, and the stone door now opens
Well,
slowly.
now it's only right if we return him to his tickle party.
That's probably true, but
Well,
is he stuck up there?
yeah, I mean, he's stuck in the net.
His friends can come get him. You'll be all right.
Very small. Even the alpha pygmy's not tall enough. Perhaps we should shoot all of them into the net.
They just have their tickle party there.
I mean, I admit that was, of course, satisfying shooting that little.
Well, I
dude.
assume that as the net lowered, it enclosed, wrapped itself around him so that it's. I don't think we could probably actually shoot any more pygmies into it.
I was thinking more like a safety net underneath a trapeze or something like that. That doesn't necessarily it's not like Return of the Jedi closes around them, but just catches their fall. I don't know, but in any route, in any way,
I'll go.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, we'll get you on the way out, fella.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You can see through now to the next room. And by the way, the only reason I had that other stone slab in there below the lever was so that nobody tried to pull the net down from below. You had to shoot the weight into it. Anyway, you see there's another stone room with more of the lava channels. And you you see that there is a open doorway at the back of this room, but the walls in this room have these little holes, about baseball-sized holes, and coming out of the holes are baseball-sized bubbles. So this room is just filled with bubbles, and that's it.
I played this video game once. We need two little dinosaurs that go on each side and jump up on the bubbles and catch and eat all the fruit.
And
Well,
exits from here?
Just one at the back.
One? Okay. Well, now, do we want to pop those bubbles or not? I get this weird
we
feeling.
should probably check to see if we need to first. Perhaps that door is just unlocked.
Yeah, it's open doorway. There's no not even a door.
But we gotta go through a room of bubbles to get there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you'll have to, if you want to avoid the bubbles, you'll have to make rolls.
You know, better safe than sorry. Let me see if I can.
Maybe we, in that event, as I had misjudged the number of bubbles in this room, perhaps we should pop one and see what befalls us.
Well, I'm gonna stand way back over here, though. If you really want to do that.
Sausage, pop a bubble.
Actually, when you call out to Sausage, you don't see him.
Oh my God!
Well, during all this other activity, at some point, you've lost Dr. John Sausage.
He seems like the kind of guy who would enjoy a tickle party. I get it. So
I don't know. No, I wonder. Shouldn't. I wonder if that guy has some ulterior designs. I guess we'll find out the hard way.
yeah.
All right.
Sure.
I'm going to attempt to move. Well, if you're going to pop a bubble, do it. I'll stand back here in case it explodes on you.
Yeah. The good doctor will take his rifle and reach it out, and whatever that would be, 3-4 feet away, pop one if he can.
Okay. So you're not shooting it, you're just poking it.
No, just want to pop it.
Okay. Yeah, you pop it, and since I'll assume that you are kind of, the others were standing back, at least Rex was, and there's you can't really see it, but once you breathe in, it appears that these bubbles have some kind of gas in them, and but it's really sort of localized, like, just small amounts, and but you do breathe in this gas, and now you have a condition which is, I'll just say it's the clownish condition, which means it's not going to give you a penalty die, but you'll see when you are doing stuff, you might have a chance of doing something clownish.
Well, respected gentlemen, I would hope I would never do such clownish things. But avoid the bubbles. Honkers, it's going to be easy for me to get through here without you, unfortunately, I think. So let's get you tied up here by the opening on the other side, and I promise I'll be back for you, good friend.
All right, friends.
Honk! And we have a sweet little tender, I don't know if I'll ever see you again kind of moment there as tie honkers up and start to try to move throughout the room without popping any bubbles.
This is going to be like doing a 3-dimensional limbo, if you've ever been down, Latin America way. So, here we go. And I will use my extra dice for being fit here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to move across the room. 4 and a 2, so I'll take the 4. So I make it.
Okay. All right. You avoid any bubbles.
I couldn't. I mean, being quick didn't seem to like it would be necessarily very beneficial. So I just rolled 1 die, but I rolled a 5.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that you breathe in the gas, but because a bubble popped, but maybe it didn't pop right near your face, and
You were so fast that by the time, missed it out.
yeah, so you don't have the condition. You just had basically just got the tiniest little whiff of it, but not enough to cause you to have a condition.
And the good doctor would, one of his pieces of gear is his surgery kit, within which surely has to be a mask of some sort. Even in the 30s or 40s, wherever we're at, they probably had some sort of face masks or coverings by that point in medical history.
Well, yeah, if it's World War I, they definitely would have had to mask to avoid, the mustard gas or whatever.
Yep, for sure. So he'll go ahead and toss that on. I don't know if he'd have like a full gas mask. It is a surgery.
Oh, just
kit
like a
surgery.
surgery.
Yeah, like a surgeon's mask is kind of what I was thinking. And then down the road of, we believed in germs and stuff in 1930, whatever, right? Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
deal.
yeah.
So surely that was, microbiology was at least somewhat understood by that point.
Well, I was like,
Like you might have.
yeah, because even in the big Spanish flu bullshit, people were like, wearing masks, and so
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we could make it one of those, like, what are the plague masks, plague herald masks, if we want to, just for funsies. But anyway,
Gonna look like your bird.
all of that long-winded nonsense to say, will that give me any advantage in getting across this room?
Yeah, I think that would actually make it so you don't need to roll at all.
Ah, okay.
Because there's not very much gas in these little bubbles.
well, he's going to get more clownish if he
Yeah, and actually, yeah,
I'm a
you've
little
already
clownish.
been affected anyway, so...
Oh, well, I'm going to pop them all then. I don't care at this point. Let's get it.
So, through the open doorway, you can see now there is another room. This room is got these tiles on the floor that have... Each tile has looks like a star painted on it. Just like a stylized, star. And on the ceiling is also painted these stars that kind of match the ones on the ground. But on the ceiling it has lines that connect the stars that form constellations. And there's familiar-looking constellations. And on the walls are some more holes, but these are more like basketball-sized holes. But there's nothing coming through them. Yet.
Well, I want to take a giant leap for mankind and take one small step out into this room.
Okay. And we'll assume, unless you know the right tiles to step on, that you are going to step on the wrong one.
Probably.
And and so now you can find out what comes out of these holes, and a pie shoots out,
Oh, no.
and you'll have to dodge it.
All right. Well, I will roll 2 for that. Okay, I got 2. I dodged it, but...
You dodged it, but you almost step on another tile, but you don't. That's enough. You were able to dodge this pie that just flies out of this hole and lands on the other wall, splatters against it.
Dana, be careful, you fool.
No, I'm not even hungry for dessert yet. Okay, so now I know the right...
What did he step on?
Which color do I step on?
Well, they're all the same color. It's just that you think you'd have to step on the ones that correspond to
Constellations above?
the right constellation.
The right constellation. There's a cloud. It's got to be a clown constellation. I'm racking my brain now. So is there a fool? Is there a...
Well, let me think back to my educated mind and see if there's anything from my studies at the university that would help me remember
or
this.
a rose. Oh, there's a rose constellation. I don't think there is.
You don't see any roses. I think you are on the right track, though. You saw when you were looking this and thinking back, you actually remember something you guys saw earlier that was a petroglyph on the side of that cave mouth. You remember seeing a figure, a giant, that was holding a club and a shield, and he had a belt.
It's Orion. All right, and so, all right, watch me go from here to Beetlejuice in a few hops. Okay. Well, so
all right.
If I'm coming in at his feet, I'll try to jump to the hem of his tunic and then up the sword belt and go that way, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. You just hop from star to star and no pies come out, and apparently you are correct. And apparently Orion is the correct constellation. And I only put that in there because in the Bible, Orion is referred to as Kessel, which is the Hebrew word for fool. So it makes sense that they would associate Bobo with Orion. And now that you've seen him hop on the correct tiles, you can all do it and you don't need to roll anything. And
nice.
So nobody got hit with any pies, which is good, because that would have hurt you.
Yeah, I was tempted.
We did see one come out and hit the wall and fall down.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's like acid or something like that, or?
Yeah, actually you see some bubbling in it when it hits the wall. So there is a doorway again here, but as you look out into this doorway, you don't see a floor. You see a long, we'll just call it a tightrope. And below the tightrope is just darkness. At the other end of the tightrope, you see an open door, but it's probably like 100 feet away. This is like a tightrope that is made of like interwoven vines. And it seems pretty obvious what needs to happen here, but there are other ways you can try to do this.
I think I can do it. I did something just like this over a gorge in the Balkan Uprising in 27. And I also still have a food point left. And I'm fed.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll remind you guys also have that barrel of laughs that you got from the mummy, the Jack in the Box mummy, which also, because I believe Dylan had taken a little sip of it, and he got the sense that this is something that would cure your conditions and also give you a foo point. So that's something to remember if you need it.
Right. So I'd already spent one food point, so I got 2 then, right? Yeah.
Well, and when you drink it, you'll have 2.
All right. Yeah, well, you never know. I can't drink it while I'm falling, so, yeah. No, bottoms up, boys, and I'm going to drink it, and then I'm going to walk out onto the tightrope.
Okay. And this does cause you to laugh, but that's all that happens. Yeah, it's just funny.
Here we go. Can't believe I'm doing this again. Just like Thessalonica. You guys are lucky you didn't see Thessalonica. Made this place look... Oh. All right, here we go. Shit. Okay, I got double 5s here, so I got to spend a food point, which I'm now going to do.
Okay.
Now I got a 3 and a 1, so I'm going to spend the last food point. And I got boxcars. I mean, double boxcars. Cool.
What's a boxcar?
Sorry, 6s. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to just balance over this tightrope. You just make it over there really quickly.
Good, I hope so. Yeah.
And you get to this ledge, that goes, like, there's an open doorway right in front of this ledge. When you walked across, below, all you saw was that darkness. Mm-hmm. But you're over it now.
Okay, friends. Be careful. Lucky I had those food points.
Who wants to go next?
I guess I shall.
Okay.
Let's see. Surprisingly quick reflexes might be more useful if he slips. So.
Yeah.
3. So it's not.
No. Okay.
Not good.
Well, you plummet into the darkness, and you fall probably maybe 50 feet, and you plunge into balls. And you're in this. I mean, it's dark in here. There's nothing is lit up, but you can tell you're in a huge. It's not just a pit. You're like in the whole lower level of this temple. It's like a arena-sized pit, maybe, of balls, and you're now you have kind of we'll have to try to swim back up to the surface, which you can do, but you have no idea how to get out of this area. So I'll let you try to do something, or somebody else.
December, are you alive down there?
Oh yeah. There's a giant pit of balls down here. Balls, could you believe it?
In this place, I'll believe anything. Such buffoonery we are. Isn't this even Mount Buffoonery or something like that? I'm feeling so clownish I can't even remember. Is there any way that you can get out? You see anything? Any stairs or ropes or ladders or?
I can't see nothing. It's so dark down here, but I'm gonna try to swim over to the wall and see if I can find a way to, climb some handholds or something. I don't know.
Or we can get the doctor over here, and then I'll go back over and I'll cut the bridge on that side and jump into the balls myself, and then we'll climb up the rope because it'll still be attached to the. But I'll have to cross.
How will we get
over.
out?
We just climb up the other side.
But it's going to be cut off the other side, right?
No, I'll have to go back to the original side. I'll have to cross again and cut from there, from the side we started on. That way it'll be.
No, theoretically, when we successfully get the knowledge we seek and we're trying to leave this place.
Well, that's true.
That's what I was. Yeah.
All right, never mind. Why don't you see if you can climb it, Dylan? Now my mind is looking for cute solutions, though, right? So yeah.
Well, if you have a flashlight, which I think somebody had one, so you can find your flashlight and turn it on, and you can see the wall now, and it looks like there is a little, a ladder, kind of like the size of a swimming pool ladder to get out. It goes onto a ledge, and you do see a little circular door there, or hatch, but you have to kind of swim over to it.
And I shall do that.
Okay, as you're swimming, though, you feel something brush up against your leg, and you look back, and you see a very large ball python, and the python is gonna try to bite you unless you evade.
Well, I will.
You're quick. You're quick.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely justifies the 2 that I rolled. Otherwise, it would have been a 1.
Okay. Yes, but you don't get bit, but you drop your flashlight into the balls and it sinks down. But you already know the direction you're going, and you can find your way up onto the ladder, onto the ledge, and then there's a there's a door, that circular door there. That's the only thing you can see or feel.
Yeah, well, I will go through it, I guess. I mean,
All right, and it leads into. There is a tunnel in there, and kind of like a maintenance tunnel thing, but there's a lever on the wall. That's the only thing. And you can't even really... I mean, maybe you can just barely make that out.
well, I will pull it.
You pull the lever, and you hear some grinding noises, and you see some stones rise up on the ledge, forming a staircase that can go up to the side that you want to get to. So you're basically across now.
All right, fellas, I made it. There's a ladder down there, so if we fall... I didn't see if there was one on the other side, though, so I don't know. Maybe later it might be a problem, but we'll find out.
Come on across, Doc.
Well, there's no sense in delaying this any further. I'll try to take it nice and slow. It's been a long time since I've done anything quite like this. And,
No clowning
we'll see
around,
what
though.
happens,
No
and-
clowning around.
Oh.
Just come on right around.
Well, sometimes it's just funny to kind of move side to side. And I rolled a 6 and a 3. And I would assume, because I'm weak, this is a disadvantage roll,
Okay.
so that would be the 3.
No, yeah. This is where the clownish condition would come in. You're just overwhelmed with like this sort of intrusive thought, like, what if I just jumped into the balls? It'd be really funny. And but you failed, and you just sort of fall back into the pit. It's not really a pit, but yeah, you fall into the balls, and now you can't really see anything. And now,
Shine that light back down here, God damn it!
It's gone. But I think I had a flashlight. I think we talked about that last time. So a couple of
you can all
mundane-
have flashlights.
I'll shine it around,
basically.
wave it around Hollywood style, and get him over the doorway.
All right. You also feel something
Uh-oh.
What
tries to
is
bite
this?
you.
No,
Make a
down,
roll.
you beast!
Yeah, make a roll to not get bitten.
Well, I rolled it as if, again, being weak with disadvantage. But again, it doesn't matter. But again, it doesn't matter the real bad way this time, because that's 2 3s.
Okay. Well, you are bitten, and now the python is going to constrict you unless you can get free. And I'm not saying that you're injured, but you're trapped, in this
Sure.
python's grip.
I assume we fell down here with all of our equipment and everything, right?
Yeah.
Would I just have the opportunity to try to take a wild shot at it somehow and just try to hit it anywhere? I know shooting a snake that's trying to wrap itself around you with a rifle might be difficult, but...
Yeah, you can do something now before your arms are fully constricted, but it is...
in that case, I would probably go into the surgery kit and pull
Okay.
out a scalpel and just start scalpeling, stabbing, slashing working against the ball python, whatever part of the python is constricting around me, starting to wrap, just slash at it.
Yeah, and I don't think you need to roll for that. You were able to stab at it, and it releases its grip and goes back deeper into the balls. And now you can find that ladder and get up on the ledge and then go up the steps.
Begone, you foul beast! I'm going to send a very sternly worded letter to the owner of this place. I guarantee when I get back to mighty good Portugal, it does some God, where's the stupid way out? Start to swim over there and hopefully find my way out.
Yeah, at this point, you're all to the opposite end now. You can see through this doorway into another room. But this room is, you don't see anything in it. It's, except for the lava. So, you do see an empty, or an open doorway at the opposite end. Do you want to go into the room?
Yeah, I mean, we could, friends, we could get stuck here wondering what could happen for a long time, but it might be one of us needs to take the bullet and run in there and find out, trigger whatever it could be.
Well, I would nominate that coward Sausage to take the bullet for us, but he appears
to have
disappeared on us.
Well, yeah, I should have kept him in front of me. Should have kept him better. Should have kept him in front of me. The slippery little bastard. I'm going to dash as fast as I can from here to the other side of the room.
Okay.
And hopefully if something bad happens, I'll like Indiana Jones it, right? With stuff shooting out of the wall behind me. I don't know. Or whatever's going to happen, let it happen. Here we go.
Okay. You run through. Nothing shoots out at you, but you do see that from... because it's dim, you see shadows, and out of the shadows you see... at first you just see what looks like a lion, a bear, an elephant, and a chimpanzee.
Oh my.
But as you get closer, running up at them, you can see that they're actually balloon animals, but they are life-sized, and they apparently are... like maybe magically animated or something, and they're moving at you, but they're slow, and they're kind of blocking, that exit. But I'll allow you to do something before they can do it.
Well, this almost seems too easy, but if they're balloons, maybe they can pop, and I'll shoot the shotgun.
All right, we'll see if you hit them.
And let's see. Come on now. And, I got a 4, so I hit him. Nothing special,
Yes.
but I hit him.
And they do... which one were you wanting to
The
hit?
elephant.
Okay, you hit the elephant, and it pops. And there's a really loud echo in this stone room. But, yeah, apparently all that's needed is something, to pierce them.
All right. Come on, fellas. It's a turkey shoot.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, I mean, he blew up the elephant, yeah?
Yeah, so there's a lion, bear, and a chimpanzee left.
Well, I'll take a shot at the bear, because that seems like it would be... Well, it's a 4.
Okay. And it pops as well.
Nice.
And I will pop a shot at the lion.
Okay.
And that is also 4.
Okay. The lion goes pop. No, there's just a chimpanzee left. And I think it's going to catch up, and it's going to attack Sean since he was first. And it's going to...
Hit me with your best shot, pal.
Yeah, it's just going to try to, hit you with its fist. And unless you dodge.
Let's hope I do. Okay. Okay, well, got a 6. 6 and a 2. I'll take the 6.
Okay, yeah. You, with a 6, say it, you dodge it, and as it's swinging, it connects with something sharp on your body and pops.
Boom.
So that takes care of all the balloon animals.
Right. Say I had the cigarette in my mouth and it was like lit, right? And the cherry like popped the balloon.
That would do it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So the next doorway you can look through, and this room is not lit up with lava. It's dark in that room, so you can't see anything unless you shine a light into it.
So we got at least 2 left, right? So let's shine them in there.
All right, and this is it's a square room, and there's a closed door at the far end, and there is a circular, like a round stone table in the center of this room with 3 plates on the table, like dinner plates, and then the only other thing you see in here is a kind of a platform that's in front of the door with 3 sticks sticking up out of this platform. That's what you see before you've entered into the room.
Any thoughts, fellas?
I remember this from when I was a young man and young child, and my father would take me to the circus as it traveled through town. They would spin those plates on top of those sticks, and they would seem to spin for minutes and minutes and minutes at a time. Surely that's what we're intended to do
I
here.
think you might have something there. All right. Well, let's give it a shot. And there's 3 of them.
Let's say
Yep.
each take a plate, and we'll each try it. We'll see who's
All
best.
right, here we go.
All right, well, so you guys walk into the room, and as soon as you do, the door behind you shuts really quickly, trapping you in this room, and out of the walls you see lava start pouring into the room, and you have very little time before, you're going to need to get off of this floor pretty soon before it's all lava.
The floor is lava. Yeah. Well, yeah, we're going to have to hop up and, grab the... The sooner we start spinning, the better. I don't know if that'll work, but...
I would think so. Grab the plates. It's must hurry now. Grab them. Here we
Pass
go.
them out. Here we go. Everybody take one. All right.
All right. So you grab the plates, and by the time you do that, basically you're going to need to get up on this table.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got the plates. You're going to have to hop from the plates onto the platform where the sticks are, but it's close enough you don't need to roll. You can hop onto it, and then you basically figured it out. You gotta spin the plates on the sticks, and it's actually, there's little indentations on the backs of these plates that they kind of just sit right on top of the sticks. And so you don't need to be expert plate spinners. It just balances on there. And you spin them, they start, you don't have to keep spinning them. They just spinning on their own now. And it's something about maybe the vibrations or whatever is triggered. The door starts slowly opening and the plates start descending down with the sticks start pulling back into the platform and to where the plates are now flush with it, and the door is open. And now you're looking outside, and you can see that there's no ceiling, there's no back wall, but the side walls keep going all the way up to this crater of the mountain, and you can see that right before the crater, you see the white rose, and it's just planted in the ground because the ground is kind of bedrock with some vegetation, and that is what you see. Also, there is another what looks like a lava tube, but more like not like a tunnel, but like a hole off to your left. And I think actually now it's probably starting to get morning, so there's a little bit of sunlight. And but really, I mean, are you going to step out into this area here?
Well, we got to pluck that rose is what we've got to do. So that Bobo can't hide from the avenging eye of God anymore.
Well,
So I guess, yeah.
okay. Well, you just step out through the doorway out to you. Now you're outside, and before you can do anything, though, you see and hear from behind you some commotion, and now you see there's Dr. John Sausage, and he's not alone. He's got 3 horror clowns with him, and they're wearing swastika armbands, and he's pointing that pistol at you guys, and he says, "Don't touch that flower. I think my boss, Heinrich Himmler, would very much like to claim it for Germany, my fatherland. You see, I was born Hans Wurst, and became anglicized to John Sausage. After my family moved to England, I was mocked for my pale skin and red hair, but no one will dare to laugh at me now that I've found the true Aryan race here on this island, clearly superior to all other races. And just think what kind of power would be gained from harnessing the magic of that rose. The Third Reich would be unstoppable. Now, step aside."
No.
Nuts.
No? Do you want to get shot? I'll shoot you. I know how
I
to...
shot many Germans in the Great War. I'm not afraid to shoot another.
I'm warning you.
In fact, I just been kind of looking for the opportunity. And, yeah, I'll draw my my reliable gun. My reliable automatic. And, I like a Wild West style. If I have time, I want to whip it out.
Yeah?
Well, maybe I'll shoot you. What do you think of that?
Well, you think you're faster than me? I might have been playing a little. Maybe I'm not so cowardly after
Well,
all.
we've got both our guns out. Okay, we'll see who's fastest, right? You put your gun up, I'll put mine up, and then we'll see who's fastest. You ready?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
1,
ready.
2, 3. I'll shoot him.
Okay. And I'm actually going to say that he fired at the same time, but to his surprise and your surprise, he fires and it makes a pop, but instead of a bullet shooting out of his gun, a little flag pops out that says "bang," and he looks really surprised. And what did you roll?
With my reliable gun, I got a 2 and a 6 again. I'll take the 6. Hell yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you fire a bullet right into his brain, right as he's like got this shocked look on his face from seeing that prop gun of his, which he didn't know was a prop gun because he just found it. Yeah, he just topples over like a just tree being felled. He just goes stiff and falls over, and now the the horror clowns. They're very surprised, but I will let you guys do something before them.
Well, I'm going to pop a shot at one of the horror clowns.
Okay.
That will be a 4.
Okay. Yes, you shoot a clown, and before it can even do anything, and it falls over and is out of the fight and is probably gonna die. I'll let someone else go.
How far are we from the rose?
Really just maybe 6 feet or something.
And it's a regular size flower rose, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of just right on the coming out of the slope of this volcano.
Yep.
Right towards the crater.
And refresh, hopefully I just haven't forgotten, our intent with that is to, once we destroy it, Bobo can no longer be invisible, correct?
Yeah.
Well, the good doctor would make a beeline for the rose and try to pluck it and toss it into the lava.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You run over there and you pluck it. As you're plucking it and pulling it up, you kind of have to squeeze the stem a little bit, but you get it up, but not before you are squirted with acid, and you have the condition of injured. You're kind of burnt in the face.
Squirting flower.
But you were going to toss it into the volcano?
Into the lava, the closest pool of lava. If that is in the volcano, then yes.
Well, you don't see any lava, but you just see the smoking crater, and you can throw it into that. As soon as you pluck it, though, like the whole mountain starts to rumble and tremble, and you actually see some lava now start bubbling up, and you see Bobo trying to climb out of the crater, and he's panicking now, and stuff starts kind of falling down, and you see big blocks of stone are crumbling, and it blocks where you came from. You can't go back the way you entered anymore, and I don't know what you want to do, but I think you've all pretty much done something. I will say that I'm going to roll randomly here. Okay. So Bobo, as he's kind of like perched like halfway out of this crater, and he's carrying a big club, and he's getting burnt up, but he's going to, with his other hand, he's going to grab a random person again, he grabs one of the whore clowns, and he twists him up like a balloon animal. Twists him up, and just see blood just squirting out and bones crunching, and then he's just overcome by the lava, and he screams and falls back into the crater, and now lava is just spewing up like crazy now, and it looks like your only way out is through that other lava tube. It was there's a hole in the ground, basically.
We better run before, we'll be lucky to get out before the lava does, fellas.
Yeah.
Let's move. Tear off.
All right. You all hop into this lava tube, and this is more like a going down, and it's like basically a water slide. It's all coated with mud, though, so you slide down this lava tube, and it's not too steep because it kind of winds around going down the mountain, and but as you're sliding down, you look back and you see that the lava is filling in this lava tube behind you, and but you're going faster than the lava, but you can feel the heat on your back, and it does seem like you're just sliding for eternity until finally you plunge out the side of the mountain, and you fall all the way down to the ocean, and now you're kind of, off the island, so now it looks like a very small speck of land again. And you see your ship, and actually, as you guys are waiting in the water there, you see the other people that you'd rescued. They're all fleeing the island now. Not the clowns, but just the two women that you rescued. They actually kind of, from your perspective, it looks like they just sort of appear out of thin air, because it doesn't, Anyway, they just pop out of the. They jump into the water where you guys are, and you did have a flare gun. You can shoot that. You see the Lucia ship is off a little bit. You can see it, but you probably have to get their attention, and you can shoot that flare into the air, and Captain Souza will come and find you and get you up on board, and you take off, and as you look back, you see that the island is now just basically looks like a ball of fire, and then it just sort of sinks into the water.
My dear honkers, I will never forget you, noble steed.
Yep, and that's the end.
I always knew there was something wrong with clowns. Well, that was fun. That was very clever, too. Very cleverly written, and I like the whole Nephilim friggin' the first clown. Great idea.
Yeah, I had forgotten that this isn't the first time that we've dealt with Nephilim.
It isn't? Have we used it before?
See, I knew you'd probably forget anyways. I was worried because I kind of stole it. Didn't mean to steal it, but yeah, you have. I won't spoil which one it is, but
okay.
Yeah, we've had a Nephilim encounter before.
Right. Yeah, I do like Nephilim. I thought they're great underused potential monster. Even better than a vampire, right? But anyway, that was great. That was good fun. Thanks, Zach, for joining us from that adventure.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. As always, whenever you want another voice on the podcast, let me know. I'm around.
Hey everyone, if you like this podcast, consider leaving us a good rating and/or review, and subscribe to us wherever you can. We've got a YouTube channel and a Discord server, as well as merchandise available at TeePublic. Find our website at GooniesWorldPodcast.com. Email us at GooniesWorldPodcast@gmail.com. You can find all those links and more at the Linktree/GooniesWorld. Thanks for listening.